I would say to work hard, because talent is really only like 20% of the body and 80% is work. To work really hard, to stay determined, to stay disciplined, to follow this passion and really not to give up when it gets hard, because ballet can get really hard at times.
Hi, Gala.
Hi. Hi.
How are
Sorry,
you?
I'm just good. Good, thank you. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Thank you so much for agreeing to talk to me.
Yes, no problem.
So, Gala, now you are from Serbia.
Right.
Yeah.
From Belgrade.
Oh, from Belgrade, yeah. And did
Yes.
you do your ballet training there?
I did started as very young, when I was 4, with like ballet for children in like an institution that was very close by where I used to live. And from there, I went to ballet school, like a professional ballet school, with 9. And then I left when I was 16 to continue with school in Vienna.
Oh, I see. Okay, but when you were younger, what was the what made you start ballet? Was it your parents, or was it just a love of ballet?
It was, I was, let's say, a very hyperactive kid, and my mother wanted absolutely me to bring me to any kind of physical activity, let's say, like this. Of course, there was ballet, and at one point I went even to play tennis, and and gymnastic I tried, and singing, and like any child that it's like hyperactive or wants to try new things, like any parent brings their children to try the new things out. So I started with ballet, and they told me that I'm really not talented, and like I don't have talent for the rhythm, for musicality, not even like physical abilities. Yeah, like nothing basically. Like I'm really not talented. But I really liked ballet, so that was not in the ballet school. That was in the school, in this institution before I joined the ballet school. So I really liked ballet, and I wanted to continue, because they're not going to say you cannot come. Of course, any child is allowed. It's just they said this to my mother, like that I'm really not talented and I really don't have sense. I don't have a sense, exactly. This is the word. I don't have a sense for rhythm, so, or anything. So I continued this 1 year, and somehow I even forgot about that, but my mother told me this later, years on. I got like a certificate. After that, they told me, so they passed 1 year, and the end of next year, I got a certificate for the most, like, I improved student. So I really like improved in that year, and I don't know what happened.
But can you now imagine if if you listen to this, the other teacher who said you didn't have what it takes to be a dancer, and you didn't go to that school, you would not have been able to do the ballet.
Yes, but I somehow listen to myself.
Yeah.
Already at that time. Otherwise, actually, you're right. Otherwise, my mother could have just say, okay, then I will not push the child anymore to do something she really doesn't have talent for. And but I really fell in love with what I was doing back then when I was really, really young. And then they were the ones who said that I should go to the ballet school. They really pushed me. I didn't expect that I was going to go even further than that. But when they say ballet school, then of course there's an audition for the ballet school also, which I did, and I got accepted. But everything was very like, really like, because ballet, everybody knows it's a specific art and work and job and like. So I was always like, yes, I want to do it, but I always was like a bit like feeling always like, is it right for me? Is it not right for me? But I really loved it, so I continued, and then I joined the ballet school, and there I knew it that I like it. And when I reached first grade of high school in ballet school, when I was 13, I realized that this is really, really what I really want to do. With 12, 13, I realized it's something that it was really the choice already. Like I really want to be a dancer.
And did you know, but then you were still in Belgrade. You said you were older when you came to Vienna.
With 16, I came to Vienna, and I entered ballet academy of the Vienna State Opera with 16 in the third grade. Okay. So it's the one before graduation.
And was it, yeah. What was the,
yes, and
how was it to come from Belgrade to Vienna at that age?
It was very exciting for me. I was really looking forward to going to the school and meet new people and exchange experience. And I was very excited to get to know that everyone is coming from abroad, that everyone was here, like coming for the same reason. I really like that. I like that feeling that, like, when I joined the school, of course, there were people there that were born in Vienna, and we immediately got all good along. And then, of course, there were the people who came from outside that we were even better together because we really came from outside. So we stick together more, and we were hanging like everywhere, like in the ballet school, in our boarding school. And it's the people that really, we all came for the same reason to follow this passion that we have for the dance.
And and your parents, how was it difficult for them to let you go to a different country?
I think yes. I think it was difficult, but I know that it was difficult, but I've always felt a big support, which helped me a lot here. If I wouldn't feel supported from my family, that why I left so early and for which reason I left so early and alone, I don't know if I would manage to be where I am today if I wouldn't feel this support from the very beginning, which was really important for me, for my development, also as through the career, through my whole career actually.
And
but I think today is still difficult for them, even though after the past 16 years, I think they still a little bit. I mean, they're for sure they are missing me, and I mean I miss them also. But again, like they understood from the very first day that I want to do this, and I was very determined. I said I want to do this, and they supported that decision.
I think this is what many people don't understand about your careers, is that it looks very much, you know, when you see and sit in the audience and you see everything on stage and it's so wonderful, but there's so much going on behind the scenes. So you had to leave your family to go to the ballet school and be apart from them to do the job that you love. And I think this is also part of what makes you the artist.
I think, yes, it could, like, I could say that that moment of separation of the family was as much as exciting as well as probably painful, because I'm very much connected to my family and I love them, but I don't know if this I could say it made me artist, but maybe it played a big role in this like development of a like in a personal development, like as a person or as an artist.
Yeah. So in your character as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so and then you joined after school you joined the Vienna State Ballet.
After school, actually during the school, I already got offered an apprentice contract in Volksoper ballet.
Yeah.
And the director of the ballet academy told me this is a very good chance. I should not refuse it. I should take it, because I was in Vienna, but I was not at that time. I was still not sure that yes, I want to stay in Vienna. I was very much open to explore new cities, to see other companies. Like I went to Berlin for audition. I wanted to go I wanted to go to Munich. Like I had these ideas of leaving Vienna during school already and trying even to go further and further. And then I got offered this contract, and the director was saying that I should not refuse it. I should take the apprentice contract. It's a very good opportunity for Vienna. And I said, okay. I mean, so I joined Volksopera during my 8th grade in school at half. So in February 2007, I joined Volksoper Ballet, and I was already doing almost all repertory with them. And school, I didn't go so much anymore. So I just did a graduation exam in June, and I got offered a full contract in Volksopera Ballet in 2007, which I accepted immediately because I liked it there. I felt good, and I got immediately big chances to dance like a big role in Max und Moritz, in Volksopera, and then my career started there. Let's say, I guess with 17, I got the first contract there. And that was really quite an experience, like to dance in a Volksoper ballet, because the performances are a little bit different. They are musicals and operettes and some ballets. So I gained a lot of acting and stage experience there, like because every night was performance. So I was every night in a different costume, different makeup, and really gaining a lot of stage presence, stage experience before I joined Vienna State Opera.
And so that's it's interesting that you say that, so that you feel that benefited you definitely in ballet.
I think when I joined the Vienna State Opera, I felt that I had a different experience. I had a more free and I felt more free on stage, because I was really every night on stage and really doing different things. And it really taught me a lot. Like I learned really this stage presence that from a different perspective. Like I was not thrown into a big classical company from beginning on, like when I was 18. So I gained this really classic base from beginning on, but I gained like a more performer experience, which helped me a lot then after for the Vienna State Opera.
Yeah, because now that you talk about that you felt more free in a way on the stage. With ballet, of course, it's very specific, you know, and it's very technically, you know, technically you have to be almost perfect or work towards perfection. Do you think that is something that should be, that there should be more freedom in that sense, that the dancers coming from, say, the strict education of the school, of the ballet school and the classical ballet world, that that would be a nice thing if they have something like that where they, before they enter a classical company?
I mean, I think it's very personal. For me, it helped me, personally me, but maybe for some people it's important to enter immediately after school the classical company and gain that kind of experience. Classical ballet is strict, like you said, it's about the perfection of the technique and it's very strict, and after school you are ready to do classical things because school is very strict, so you are coming from school into that repertory, so you are very ready to perform classical repertory. But after school, I think you cannot, not everybody is ready to do like immediately a show, how to explain. You're very young and inexperienced and you have to do like a show on stage. It's harder, but I think it's very personal. Yes.
So I spoke to the creative director of the National Youth Ballet in England, and we had this conversation that for young dancers now and the mental health of the dancers, that for young dancers, there's so much pressure on their bodies, that, the fact how high your leg can go, and there's so many things surrounded in the ballet world. Did you feel that also when you were training? That pressure?
I mean, I cannot really say. I don't think I felt that physical pressure. Yes, I think I have limits. Physical limits, but I didn't feel the pressure. I can say that I did never felt the pressure on the physicality, which I think I can say that I'm grateful for that, because I think my body is kind of in a good shape, so I can push a little bit more, but then I also have to take care later on, to do all the possible massage and physio. It's not like I'm pushing and then I don't care about it. So if I really push my limits off, then I have to also really take care of it, like with a physio or like icing or some good massage, resting. So I think, yes, I have pain, but this is coming from I think these are like some chronic injuries that I have, or if sometimes I push maybe really off my limits, then I get a little bit more of pain, but this goes away with the taking care and with stretching. So if I would say now it affects the mental health, I don't know, it could be, but I think it's the way also how we mentally approach these kind of chronic injuries and maybe this pain and the physical ability. I think it's very important how we approach that moment. I understand that maybe some people maybe cannot handle that much of like physical, too much of extremity or something. But
Oh yeah. Mm.
yes, this I understand, and
Mm.
maybe then for some people they have to find their limit that it looks
Yeah.
good.
Mm. So, but what would your advice be now for a young dancer who now is entering her career as a ballet dancer?
I would say to work hard, because talent is really only like 20% of the body and 80% is work. To work really hard, to stay determined, to stay disciplined, to follow this passion and really not to give up when it gets hard, because ballet can get really hard at times. And yes, to dream, to have the dream roles you want to dance, to follow that, to be kind, be gentle, to take care of your body, to take care, of course, of your mental health, and just to follow this what you started, not really not to give up, but to really do it well and thoughtful and disciplined.
Yeah, because you have I mean you have the dreams, and then it takes time for it all to come true, and yeah, it's you have to stick with it then. But now I want to ask you, what is your wish for the future?
My wish for the future is that my body will still hold me well if I express myself good now, like that my body stays good in shape, that it doesn't get some injuries, that my mind is in a good place, that we will dance more, that the pandemic is over, so we can finally perform even more and go on tours like it was before this pandemic, and that we all stay just healthy and to keep on doing what we like.
What is your dream roles to dance?
I have had always dream roles, but I really liked Gamzati from La Bayadere.
Yeah.
We don't have this in repertory right now, but it's really one of my dream roles to dance.
Really? Well,
yes.
I wish that comes true for you one of these days.
Thank you.
Yeah, definitely. But now, Gala, now I want to ask you, I'm asking everybody to give a shout out to their favorite coffee place in the area. Where do you go? Where do you like to go for coffee?
I found myself taking coffee to go very often.
Yeah.
So, but I really like the coffee in Le Bol.
Yeah.
In the first district. It's a French bistro. It's a nice coffee they have. And at home, I really like my coffee at home.
Really? Yeah. I spoke to a pianist in New York, and he said the same thing. He said he likes his own coffee.
Own coffee, yes. I really like my coffee.
Well, I have the picture of you in your window with your coffee mug, so
it's true.
So now I know, yeah. Gala, this was so lovely to talk to you, and thank you so much for sharing all this about how you started ballet and you know how you came to Vienna. And And I also hope that I can see you on stage soon again. And that
I hope so too.
all the performances will be back to normal and life back to normal. Yeah.
Yes, I hope really too. I'm sure we will have again all normal performances.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everything will be back to normal.
Yeah. No, definitely. But have a wonderful evening. The rest of the evening.
Thank you, Petra.
Okay.
Thank you
so
too.
much
See you
for
very
your
soon.
time. It was so lovely to talk to you.
Thank you. See you soon.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.